It looks like the schools made the right call, some of them for closing early today because of the heavy winds and the flooding.
Yeah, indeed, because we were expecting this storm system for multiple days now. And after what we dealt with over the weekend, on top of what we're seeing today, the impacts are certainly being felt. And we want to keep you all informed. We have multiple flood warnings in effect across the DMV, starting with portions of Montgomery, northern Prince George's, northern Anne Arundel into Howard County here. Again, this one for Howard, Anne Arundel, and Prince George's goes until 12:30 a.m. And what these flood warnings mean, folks, is that with the rain continuing to fall, we are seeing flooding in place, and we could see even more flooding as time wears on. For the D.C. Metro, extending into the nearby suburbs of Montgomery, Fairfax, Southern Loudoun, and Prince William counties, an additional flood warning that goes until 11:30 p.m. Out toward Fauquier, over into Warren County as well, Culpeper County, we have another flood warning there. You see how this trickle-down effect is taking place, and all of these warnings last into the night. And then finally, we have our fourth flood warning down toward Orange and Madison counties. So that is the extent, most of the area being impacted by this very heavy rainfall that continues as we move on into the evening here, folks. And for at least the last few hours, we've only been seeing some steady rainfall, but off to the south, this is the batch of heavier rain that is crossing central Virginia and making its way up toward the I-95 corridor and the D.C. Metro. And we already have flooding ongoing. This is just going to make the problem even worse still. And that is what we're going to be watching over the next few hours. And on top of that here, meteorologist Scott Sumner has pulled up the velocity, and right where you see some of these very bright greens and bright reds even off to the north at times, that is where we have those extremely strong, potent wind gusts that are likely to knock down trees, knock down power lines, and cause even more issues on top of the flooding that we are currently seeing. So folks, over the next few hours, we are expecting the worst of this storm system to make its way across the region. Again, we are already seeing that heavier rainfall develop down across central Virginia. We may not quite get a full-blown squall line of torrential rain, but we are going to see that concentrated area of much heavier rainfall move its way ever so gradually to the east. Here we are at 6 o'clock. We'll see those impacts again starting to make their way potentially into the Shenandoah Valley, the I-81 corridor, with that heavier rainfall taking shape, just beginning to really intensify in and around the D.C. Metro and the I-95 corridor. Folks, it is looking like the worst of this storm system impacts the metro areas around 7 to 8 p.m. There is that very heavy rainfall and some very strong wind gusts sweeping their way across the entire region there. So we're already seeing all these issues now, but as we go later into the night, we will continue to see those impacts possibly even worsen here with that widespread flooding, widespread power outages, and widespread tree damage likely as we watch this main frontal boundary from this very powerful storm system work its way through. The one good thing, if there is anything with this storm system, folks, is the fact that as we get into the night tonight, by 9, 10 o'clock, we are already going to see the worst of this storm system moving over toward the eastern shore. And look at that. We're already beginning to clear things out. There will be some lingering wind into the overnight hours, no question about that. But at the very least, we will finally see this heavier rainfall come to an end, and things will begin to improve as we move into the day on Wednesday. So folks, the next few hours, that's the worst of this storm system. Stay inside if you possibly can. But if you are having to be out and about, trying to commute home potentially, or trying to make your way out of the house in any shape or form, be aware. Try to avoid any flooded areas. Watch for those downed trees and power lines, and we will continue to give you the latest as we move into the evening.